What if I told you you could refinance again, even if you did 6 to 8 months ago? Well, rates are at a historic low, as low as 2.275, and homeowners are coming back to do it again. Take Brian, for instance. Brian refinanced in February 2020 at 3.75. 7 months later, we were able to get his rate down to 2.5%.
Wait, how'd you get in my house?
Shut up, Brian. While some homeowners are simply lowering their monthly payment, others are switching from a traditional 30-year mortgage to a 15-year and keeping virtually the same payment. For those of you with an FHA loan, a refinance can help you get rid of that dreadful private mortgage insurance. So if you're ready to refinance and walk away with a ton of cash...
For hopes and dreams and opportunities that keep rising. For every good thing that grows and moments that take your breath away. For all the reasons you love Idaho, Zions Bank is for you.
They make you feel like you're the most important patient, and they do that with everyone.
Susan and Phil are amazing.
Louder is the one that I would recommend. Yeah. They've just been wonderful.
They're just a family, and they just bring you right in.
They're so personable, and they're real, and not to mention they just do such a great job.
It's not about making money, it's not about them, it's about making sure your smile is good.
Just seeing his work is really good. The teeth are lined up, the bite is on, everything is spot on with him.
He just puts so much detail and passion into his work.
A lot of patients don't understand this, but I spend a lot of extra time on my computer through my lunch hours and the evenings, tweaking treatment plans, and it gives me gratification knowing I've gone the extra mile for everybody.
Seriously, you could not ask for a better family.
The environment here is awesome. Everyone is friends, all the assistants are friends.
For hopes and dreams and opportunities that keep rising. For every good thing that grows and moments that take your breath away. For all the reasons you love Idaho, Zions Bank is for you.
Kilroy LLC, the name you have trusted in gravel and concrete, is now Avail Valley Construction. Avail Valley tackles large or small construction jobs as your best source for gravel, excavation, concrete, asphalt, and water and sewer utility work. They'll do the job right at the right price. Visit availvalley.com or call 307-885-0600. Book your consultation today and let Avail Valley Construction give your next project a solid foundation.
For hopes and dreams and opportunities that keep rising. For every good thing that grows and moments that take your breath away. For all the reasons you love Idaho, Zions Bank is for you.
Kilroy LLC, the name you have trusted in gravel and concrete, is now Avail Valley Construction. Avail Valley tackles large or small construction jobs.
Your source for quality asphalt paving in Star Valley is Avail Valley Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial driveways and parking lots, done with great service at a great price. Call Avail Valley at 307-885-0600 for your quote today.
Kilroy LLC, the name you have trusted in gravel and concrete, is now Avail Valley Construction. Avail Valley tackles large or small construction jobs as your best source for gravel, excavation, concrete, asphalt, and water and sewer utility work. They'll do the job right at the right price. Visit availvalley.com or call 307-885-0600. Book your consultation today and let Avail Valley Construction give your next project a solid foundation.
Okay, it's a little bit of a late entry for me, but we're back, and I'm ready to start covering this second half of Rigby Trojans football. The JV Rigby Trojans taking on the Skyline Grizzlies here on a beautiful Thursday night in Rigby, Idaho. The score is currently 14-6. Rigby Trojans leading with about 8-9 minutes left in this second half of play. Flowers takes the snap, drops back, looks left, fires deep. Wide open receiver complete. Taken down on around the 5-yard line. A huge play for the Rigby Trojans. Flag on the play, so this one may be coming back. And it is after the great pass and great gain. This one is coming right back. So now it'll be 1st and 21 for the Trojans after the great play. From the 49, 1-yard pass midfield. Flowers takes the snap, a quick handoff inside. Breaks one tackle and is able to get about 4 yards on that first down play. So after the 5-yard gain, it will be 2nd and 16 now from their opponent's 46-yard line. Second and very long for the Trojans. Motion out right. Luke Flowers pump fakes, goes the other way. Baits the the defense, and now he's got open field. Fights this one up to the 35-yard line. We'll bring up a 3rd and manageable now, something that is stressed by the Rigby Trojans coaching staff. 2nd and long is not always about getting the first down. Sometimes it's about making it a 3rd and manageable. And that was done on that play by the Rigby Trojans offense. Now a 3rd and 7. Looking like the Trojans may be able to end this drive in the end zone. Flowers in the shotgun, trips out right. Takes the snap, drops back, immediately rolls out to the right. Looking to throw, pressure on and fires, complete. There's a flag on the play. Depends on the spot of the ball here for whether it's a first down. Looks like it's gonna be just the slightest bit short. But still gotta see what this flag is for. And holding on Rigby all the way back to their side of midfield. The Rigby Trojans just being beat up by penalties on this drive. Really gonna need to clean it up. So 3rd and a mile, 3rd and 23 from their side of the 49. Flowers takes a snap, play action, drops back, looks right, fires deep. Open receiver, the ball is just a little long on that one. Almost had the Hail Mary answered, but that's going to bring up a 4th and 23 and almost a definite punting situation now for the Rigby Trojans. So this Skyline offense gonna get a try to pull the Rigby Trojans in a little bit closer. Trailing by 8 in this one. 6 minutes left in this 3rd quarter of play. The snap is very bad, over his head. Grabs it and just lays down, not gonna try to pick that one up and kick it. But now the Skyline Grizzlies, down by 8, are going to be starting from inside the red zone. So turnover on downs. We have got some action brewing here. Skyline only about 16 yards away from the end zone, starting within the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 16, a huge opportunity for the Grizzlies. Motion across for the Grizzlies. Quick jet handoff outright. Looks like he's got a little bit of space, but stopped right past the line of scrimmage. So after the gain of 2, that'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Trojans from the 14-yard line. There was a bit of a hole on that last play, but closed pretty quickly by the linebacker core of the Rigby Trojans. Another sweep going the other way. Fakes, the quarterback keeps up the middle. Stopped right before the line of scrimmage. The Rigby linebacker core was not fooled on that one. Stuffed pretty much at the line of scrimmage. So now it'll be a 3rd and 8 from the same line of scrimmage as 2nd down. The 14. The Grizzlies cannot afford to not capitalize on this, and this would be a huge turn of advantage and momentum if the Trojans could stop them here and get the offense back on the field. Deuce look for the Grizzlies on 3rd and long. Motion across. This time the quarterback's gonna take it, roll right, the pressure's on, it's a screen left. Complete, there's room. One play, and it comes down to the call of the refs at this point, and they're going to call it a touchdown for the Grizzlies. Seems like on the tackle, he was able to fall over the line and touch the pylon. So it'll be a touchdown for the Grizzlies. Now a 14-12 game. Grizzlies able to capitalize on 3rd down and pull the Trojans really, really close here. Now an interesting decision from the Grizzlies, whether they're gonna go for it or kick, and they're gonna go for it in a full passing set. 5 wide, motion across for the Grizzlies. Looks right, fires in the flats. A great hit, and I believe he kept him out on the far side of the field. Kept him out, a great hit delivered by the defensive back at the far hit, keeping him out by a matter of inches. So this game is gonna remain a 14-12 game. The Grizzlies definitely taking advantage of the opportunity given to them by the Rigby offense. And now we've got a nail-biter here with just under 5 minutes in the 3rd quarter. This is definitely going to be an epic game under the lights here at Rigby High School, Thursday night football. The Rigby Trojans ready to receive on this kickoff, looking to keep the offense rolling and try to turn the tides from that last drive. Skyline to kick. It's an absolute boot. Received right on the 2-yard line. It's dropped. Rolled into the end zone. They're going to decide to take this one out. It's going to be blown dead. A touchback for the Rigby Trojans. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Rigby Trojans an opportunity to build a bit of a lead here. Need to take advantage of this drive. Do not want to give the ball to the Grizzlies with a chance to take the lead. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Do set from the 20-yard line. Luke Flowers back there with Burgess. Flowers looks left, blindside hit. He's gonna stay up. Makes one move and turns a blown play into a 10-yard gain. A great play by Luke Flowers. So now 1st and 10 from the 30. Just over 4 minutes left in the third quarter. A bunch trip sets out left for the Trojans on 1st down. Flowers takes the snap, hands off left. Looks like he might have a seam outside, makes a cutback, and he's got open field. Past midfield to the 40, the 30, 20, 10, and end zone. Rigby Trojans. Touchdown on the off-tackle run out left. Mason Burgess with the 70-yard touchdown run. And just like that, the Trojans are back up by 8. 20-12 game. So now it looks like the Trojans are going to attempt the extra point. It's a fake. And a dive up the middle. And they got it. That's 2 points. Rigby Trojans convert for the 2-point conversion. So now a 22-12 game. And the Trojans are up by 10. So now the Trojans pushing this to a 2-possession game. Mason Burgess in for not only the touchdown, but also for the 2-point conversion. Make sure to join us tomorrow night on this channel when the Rigby Trojans varsity team takes on the varsity Skyline Grizzlies at Holt Arena. A lot of bad blood going into this game. It's going to be an epic showdown. I know the Rigby Trojans don't think too fondly of the Grizzlies, and that hate is definitely reciprocated. Tomorrow night at 8:15, Holt Arena will be coming to you live for all of the epic action. If you're a Rigby sports or Rigby football fan, it is not one that you're going to want to miss. 8:15 tomorrow night at Holt Arena. It's going to be an epic showdown. So now Rigby up by 10. Here to kick. Just under 4 minutes in the third quarter. Rigby establishing a 2-possession lead. Here for the kick. A little bit shorter. Going to hit the ground around the 18. Picked up. Going for the return. Makes a move. Going to be able to get outside and bring this up for a really nice return for the Skyline Grizzlies. Looks like they'll be starting from right around the 31-yard line on first down. So first and 10 here from the 32-yard line. This is a really big drive for Skyline. They've really got to bring it back and get in that end zone, or it could be the end of the night for the Grizzlies. They cannot let this lead get out of hand. The Rigby Trojans offense really starting to heat up. They have got to answer back here. Trips out left. The counter handoff around back, tripped in the backfield. That could have been a lot worse. Looks like somebody on the front for Rigby got an arm in there and was able to cause a trip. So not a devastating game, but definitely going to be on schedule for the Grizzlies. 2nd and 6 now from the 36-yard line. Single receiver, press coverage on the close side of the field on 2nd and 6. The fake give, quarterback keep out right. That's going to be good for about 4 yards. Number 2, Racer Collins on the quarterback keep there. Trips out left for Skyline. Collins and Morgan in the backfield. Collins takes the snap. The option pitch to Morgan. Nowhere to go on that one. Stop behind the line. Tackle for loss for the Rigby Trojans. The Trojans fighting back on that one, forcing a 4th and 6 here, and now a big decision from the Grizzlies. Looks like they're going to go with their punt team. And the Grizzlies will punt on 4th here. A little bit of personnel confusion. The snap is good, right to the chest. The kick is away, and it is a booming kick. Misread, but then a great catch. And then a great move. About a 10-yard punt return. Oh, because of that great catch. Able to snag that one over the shoulder. So now the Rigby Trojans offense comes back out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Looking to put this one really out of reach for the Skyline Grizzlies. Another touchdown here makes it a very, very large deficit. So let's see what the Trojans can do here, trying to put the game away. Up by 10 with under 2 minutes in the third quarter. Flowers and Burgess in the backfield. Flowers takes the snap, draws back, looks left, has to roll right, avoids the pressure, misses, makes another man miss, fires on the run. Slight overthrow, but some great escapability from quarterback Luke Flowers, number 4. Always something great to see the young guys on the freshman or JV team making some great plays like that, especially the signal caller back under center. Somebody great to look forward to in the future of Rigby football. After the incompletion, it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. Flowers takes the snap. The fake handoff, dump to the flats, complete. Has some room, able to keep fighting, and then finally down. What looks like a 7-yard gain right around the 43-yard line. A 3rd and 3 now from the 43-yard line for the Rigby Trojans. And the clock has crept within 1 minute of in this third quarter of action. Bunch trips outright for the Trojans. Flowers takes the snap. The handoff to Burgess. Finds a hole and is able to push for the first down. Bowls over the defender to fight for that extra crucial yard, and now there's a new set of downs for the Rigby Trojans. Inside of 30 seconds now, here in the third quarter action. Luke Flowers going out to his team, ready to call a play and make it happen here right around midfield for 1st and 10. Trips outright for the Trojans. The hard count, not going to get the call. Flowers take the snap, fires it on the slant, complete, breaks a tackle, makes a move, and fights for about an 11-yard gain. Down right about on top of the 40-yard line. And that will be the end of the quarter. At the end of the third quarter, the Rigby Trojans up 22-12, leading by 10 with 12 more minutes on the clock. One more quarter of action here for some JV Rigby Trojans football as they host the Skyline Grizzlies. Now make sure all year you stick with this YouTube channel, the Rigby High School Broadcasting Channel. We're going to be covering all home sports all year long. We've got wrestling, football, basketball. We've got all the action from Rigby High School that you could want. Make sure to be tuning in all year. I'll be here talking about some of these great Rigby sports. So now 1st and 10 from the 40 for the Rigby Trojans. They've flipped field position. Mauser The JV head coach making some adjustments, a little bit of a personnel change. A right tackle hustles out there. Now 2 backs in the backfield surrounding Flowers. Flowers takes the snap. The pitch out left. Burgess with an absolutely devastating hit at the line. Met at the line of scrimmage, down about 3 yards past it. Some powerful running from the Rigby backfield. Sets up a 2nd and 8 now from the 38-yard line. Rigby trying to take the air out of the football now. A touchdown here could really suck the life out of the Grizzlies. Now trips out right on 2nd and 8 for the Trojans. Hard count, won't get the jump. Flowers fires across the middle. It's dropped in wide open field. A completion there most certainly would have meant 6 points on the scoreboard. So a bit of a mental error there from what looks like the Trojans' tight end. So now a 3rd and long. Flowers fired an absolute missile right to the hands of his receiver. So now 3rd and 8 from their opponent's 38-yard line. Heavy set left with 2 backs in the backfield. Flowers under center. Quick handoff inside. Plenty of room. Fights past a tackle. Not going to get there for the first down, but looked like about 6 yards. So now a 4th and very short from deep in their opponent's territory on the 32-yard line. 100% out of punting range. Expect for them to go for it here. Flowers will hustle out to his offense, and they will go for it here. This first down could pretty much put this game away for the Trojans. Trips out left. The hard count looking for the penalty to get the first down. Not going to work, so they're going to call a timeout and go for a play call. That actually relates back to a very interesting coaching tactic they use on the varsity team that it looks like they're employing on the JV team. What they do is sometimes the quarterback goes out there with no play and just go for the hard count. And then after the hard count doesn't work, assuming that it doesn't get the penalty, they go and call the play after that happens. A very interesting bit of coaching that I learned from Coach Aaron Flowers, the offensive coordinator for the Rigby varsity team last week when I had my interview with him. Awesome to see it happening on these younger levels. It's always awesome to see the younger kids developing through that Rigby program. The Rigby program definitely a very elite and pristine one. So now 4th and 2 as the Rigby fans get loud for their boys. Trips out left. Flowers takes the snap. Play action, quick dump, wide receiver screen. He's got a block and fights for about 3 extra yards after the hit. Now it just comes down to where they mark this ball. It looks like they may have to be measuring. They mark it on the 30-yard line. And they're going to call it a first down by maybe the matter of a few inches. They're going to be giving them a new set of downs here. So now 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line, 10 yards outside of the red zone for the Trojans. Deuce set here for the Trojans. Flowers takes the snap. Play action, quick wide receiver screen, finds a seam inside, fights through 2 tacklers. Stays on his feet and is able to fight for about an extra 4 yards. Some great downhill running. Sets up what looks like it'll be a 2nd and 3. They'll mark that at the 21, so a 9-yard gain there on the play action wide receiver screen out left. So 2nd and 1 from 1 yard outside the red zone for the Trojans. Now 2nd and short, especially from this close, definitely a chance to take a shot. Trips out right, solo press coverage out left for the Trojans. Could we see a shot? Quick handoff up the middle, and that will get the first down. The Trojans have entered the red zone. So 1st and 10 now for the Rigby Trojans from the 18-yard line, just about to be inside of 9 minutes in the 4th quarter of play. 9:06 on the clock. Deuce look on 1st down for the Trojans. Motion out right. Flowers takes a snap. Looks right, looks left. The screen again. Finds a seam up the middle. Makes a move and pushes for about 3 yards. Number 5 once again. Making a lot of moves. Number 5, Cohen Peck on the reception. Now 2nd and 3rd from the 11-yard line. Bunch trips out right. Hard count is not going to get the call. Quick handoff to Burgess out right. Makes a cutback. And finds the yardage for a 1st down. So now 1st and goal for the Rigby Trojans. From the 6-yard line. Trojans can smell the end zone at this point. Looking to put this game away. Bunched deuce look for the Trojans. Flowers and Burgess in the backfield. Flowers takes a snap. Play action. Gonna roll left. Make a man miss. Fire for the end zone. Complete. In the end zone. An amazing catch in the corner of the end zone on the fade route for the Rigby Trojans touchdown. Great touch on that pass from Luke Flowers. Put it right where he needed to be. Had about a 2-foot window to put it out of the reach of the defender, and he put it perfect. That brings the score to 28-12 with inside of 8 minutes left in this one. The Rigby Trojans now with a commanding lead. The Trojans in a 3-wing look with Flowers in the middle of all of them. Going for 2. The snap. The handoff outside. Burgess looking for the seam. Makes a cutback, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. So Rigby now leading 30-12. Up by 18. A sizable lead now. This second half has been commanded by the Rigby Trojans, coming out with a lot more intensity, a lot more tempo. And the scoreboard is showing it. Now, as we wait for the kickoff, like we were talking about earlier, make sure to tune in for tomorrow night's game, 8:15. Right here. It will be coming to you from Holt Arena. The Rigby varsity team takes on the Skyline Grizzlies. That's going to be an epic matchup. If you can't make it there in Pocatello, make sure to join us on the live stream. It's going to be an epic game, and you're not going to want to miss it. Rigby to kick here, up by 18. Caught right around the 14-yard line. The fake flip, got to keep it out left. Some great blocks from the Grizzlies, and this one's going to be fought up to right around the 34-yard line. So the Skyline offense going to work starting from right around on the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. needing a quick touchdown and then a defensive stop and then another quick touchdown if they're going to have any chance in tonight's game. But from how the Rigby Trojans defense has been playing, that is a lot to ask for. The official marking will be the 35-yard line, so 1st and 10. Trips out right for Skyline. Collins takes a snap, a quick wide receiver screen out right. Great blocking from the Grizzlies. He's got room, is able to fight for about 12 yards before the safety's able to come in there and deliver the hit. So now 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies from their side of the 48-yard line. Right about to midfield, trips out left now for the Grizzlies. Looks like the same exact set, just flipped. And it'll be the same play to the other side now, that quick wide receiver screen. And it's going to get a lot of yards again. Looks like at this time it'll get 7. So still a very successful play there, setting up a 2nd and very manageable for the Grizzlies. So now 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard pickup for the Grizzlies. The same look again for the Grizzlies offense on the line of scrimmage. And the same play again, but this time they fake it and throw it deep. The safety's waiting for the ball. Intercepted by the Rigby Trojans, not falling for that one. Number 3, the safety on the Rigby Trojans with the interception. Not falling for the pump fake on the fake screen. Looks like Collins just trusted that his receiver would be open. Didn't really look and fire that one downfield. Intercepted. And now the Trojans offense gets to come back out again. Looking to find the end zone again like they did on their last drive. Now that last drive was led by Mason Burgess, the running back, and Luke Flowers, number 4. Had a very good offensive performance, was dominating the defense, made great reads, and was executing his passes. Looking to do the same thing on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from right on the 20-yard line. The quick handoff to Burgess up the middle. Able to fight for about 2 or 3 yards. So a minimal gain for the Trojans will set up a 2nd and 7 from the 23-yard line. Second and 7 for the Trojans. Quick handoff to Burgess inside again. Breaks one tackle, is pushing. Able to fight for about 3 or 4 yards on the inside. Looks like the Trojans are just going to pound the rock from here on out and run that clock out. Take the air out of the football. It'll now be 3rd and 1 from their own 29-yard line. Trojans up by 18, just trying to take the air out of the ball and run the clock out. Bunched trips look for the Trojans. Burgess and Flowers in the backfield. Off tackle, handoff to Burgess, finds a seam, makes the cutback, and is able to fight to right around the 40-yard line. Another great carry for Burgess. So now 1st and 10 from right on the 40-yard line. Trojans 10 yards from midfield. Looking to keep this great offensive drive rolling. They seem to have a bunch of momentum behind them at this point. A deuce look for the Trojans. Flowers takes the snap. Hand off the middle. Burgess has room. And the Skyline linebacker is able to crash there. The hole closed quickly, but Burgess still able to push for about 3 yards and keep the Trojans on schedule on first down. 2nd and 7 from the 43. Trojans most definitely just working the clock at this point. Gonna pound the rock. Rigby Trojans team's always known to be a team that has really great offensive linemen, no matter what level, freshman, JV, or varsity. We can definitely see that dominance tonight. Flowers takes the snap, a block by Burgess, able to make a move. Flowers stays on his feet, being pulled down. The ball comes out. There is a flag on the play. Could be a late encroachment call, because the outside linebacker on the Grizzlies did look like he jumped on the hard count. Referee in the stands letting us know that that one wasn't offsides. Just playing around. We love the passion from our Rigby Trojans fans. So now it'll be 2nd down and about a mile for the Rigby Trojans. On the intentional grounding call, looks like they're not even going to get that down back. So now it'll be 3rd down and about 17 from the 43. And the encroachment call on the Grizzlies on the hard count. After the encroachment call, it brings up still 3rd and a long ways, but a little bit closer now, 3rd and 12 from their own 38-yard line. Trips out right, Flowers takes a snap, handoff of the middle to Burgess. Met at the line of scrimmage, able to fight for about a yard in the pile, but not a lot of running room for the Trojans running back. So that brings up a 4th and long, 4th and 11 from the 39. So expecting to see the Trojans punting team coming on out to the field. So now 4th and 11. The Trojans are going for this. Flowers takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Not quite sure what the logic was on that play call, because that's not going to run the clock at all. Clock stops on turnover on downs, so not 100% sure. But nevertheless, turnover on downs, and it'll now be a 1st down for the Skyline Grizzlies. 1st and 10 from right on top of the 40-yard line. They're in their opponent's territory, looking for just something to hold on to going into next week, something to build upon. Deuce look for the Grizzlies. Collins takes a snap, drops back, moves around in the pocket. The pressure's closing in, and the sack from the Rigby Trojans. That'll set up a 2nd and 13 now from the 43. Now still an opportunity for the Grizzlies to get something out of tonight's game. If they can try to make something happen going into the final whistle, they can use that in their next week of practice and build upon it going into next week's game. So definitely not garbage time here for the Grizzlies. Still trying to find something to build upon. Looking for anything to build on going into next week. 2nd and 12 now from the 42-yard line. Inside of 2.5 minutes, Collins takes a snap. Play action. Dump pass to the flats. Got room. Gonna ball over the defensive back on the far side of the field for a few extra yards, and that'll set up a 3rd and very manageable for the Skyline Grizzlies. 3rd and 4 from the 34. Third and 4 now from the 34. Collins takes the snap. The counter to the receiver. He has some room. Makes a cutback. Finds a seam, and that's a first down. 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 from 5 yards outside of the red zone for the Grizzlies. Five wide for the Grizzlies now, looking to pass. Collins all alone in the backfield. Collins takes the snap. Moves around in the pocket, pressure collapsing. Stays up, on his feet, fires. Incomplete, deflected by the Rigby defensive back. A lot of pressure in the backfield, something that is consistent through all levels of Rigby Trojans football. Pressure, and a lot of it. Exciting stuff on the Rigby Trojans sideline. Carter Freeman warming up, looking for an opportunity to get out there and show what he can do. Exciting to see. He'll be a part of the Rigby Trojans' future as well. 2nd and 10. Collins drops back, fires for the end zone. Deflected by the Rigby Trojans defensive back. Sebastian Kazir in on that deflection. So now 3rd and 10 from the 24-yard line. Collins takes the snap, rolls out right, looks deep, fires, complete. That foot did not look like it got in, and no, a great catch, but that foot's not going to get in, so incomplete. Brings up a 4th and 10 from the 24-yard line. Pretty sure it's 100% that the Skyline Grizzlies are going for this on 4th down. 4th and 10, got a long ways to go. Deuce look, Collins in the shotgun, motion across for the Grizzlies. The snap, it's low, it's a screen, complete. And the middle linebacker in on the stop, reading the screen and getting to that 2nd level. Getting behind the wall of blockers and able to make that tackle. So it'll be a turnover on downs, and the Rigby Trojans offense can get back to some operating. Rigby taking a knee here. Victory formation. And they're probably just going to be taking 4 knees here and getting out with the win. So a dominant game, especially a dominant 2nd half from the Rigby Trojans JV squad. Looks like they're going to walk away with a 30-12 win. Make sure you join us tomorrow night, a game you're not going to want to miss, coming to you from Holt Arena. You can join us right here on the Rigby High School YouTube page. We'll be broadcasting it, and I'll be there to enjoy that epic game with you. Skyline and Rigby have a lot of history and a lot of bad blood going into this one. It's going to be an epic game you're not going to want to miss. 8:15 start time, Holt Arena. And the Rigby Trojans meeting on the sideline, and that will be the game. These last 20 seconds will run off the clock. A great game from the Rigby Trojans. Great sign to see the JV winning a game, especially in this manner. Excited to see everybody back tomorrow, 8:15 on this channel. We'll be streaming Rigby High School sporting events all year. This is the place to subscribe and to come if you want to watch Rigby High School sports. Huge thanks to Rigby High School and the entire broadcasting team. It was an awesome game tonight. Make sure you join us tomorrow night, 8:15, Holt Arena, right here on the Rigby High School YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.